Hello, my name is Cindy and I'm going to demo for you today how SOAPware works with Dragon Medical. We will demo two parts. The first part will show SOAPware working with Dragon with some custom commands to make your workflow easier. The second part will show us how you can use Dragon with our large custom Dragon Medical key commands, which allows you to do more such as navigate through SOAPware and insert custom templates by just voice. So let's go ahead and start by opening up SOAPware. This is your basic layout of SOAPware. And we're going to go ahead and open up Dragon now. We're going to pick our profile. We're going to be using the PowerMic 2 with our demo today. And that's the reason why I've got a video going showing me use SOAPware so you can watch me use the Dragon command device. So we're going to go ahead and start using SOAPware with the Dragon Medical device, and I'll try to keep this in the frame so you can watch me use it. We're going to open up a patient chart. We're going to make a new encounter. Add. We're going to empty the SOAP note because we're going to use a template, and this is where we're going to be starting to use some of our custom commands, not from the large library, from the basic one, like an end user library, where I'm going to say a command and it's going to insert a template for me in SOAPware, and it's also going to help me insert my smart text easier by voice commands, using some custom commands to insert my smart text items. Insert Dragon URI. Now inside this right now you're going to see a couple of sections. This template is going to be pretty easy for me to use Dragon with. It has these fields which you can get to by saying next field, or on your Dragon handheld device you can customize one of the buttons to click them without having to dictate next field, and it'll save you some time. By just clicking a button I can go from one section to another and dictate what I want to in that section. So if you watch me, I'm going to hit this button here, and you're going to watch it move from different sections. And this is also, you're able to do this by dictating next field, which is a lot more tedious. If you just hit this button, it saves you a lot of time. So we're going to use it with dictation now. URI. With the upper respiratory symptoms including cough, possible flu symptoms of a couple of days duration, period. New line. Review of systems. Select review systems. All caps set. Colon. Space. With recent onset of fever, diffuse aches, sore throat, clear rhinorrhea, and non-productive cough, period. Headaches and poor appetite are visible, period. This has been going on for a couple of days and it's getting worse, therefore seeking medical help is best, period. Has tried a couple of home remedies without help, period. No aggravating or relieving factors noted, period. No chest pain and no diarrhea, no vomiting reported by a patient. We're going to use this to go to the next section. Mildly ill appearing. Inflamed. Pharynx. TM's normal. Full range of motion. Period. equal BS, RR, and RR. Scratch that. No member, comma, gallop, comma, or rub not enlarged. Period. Soft. And we're going to skip a couple of the next items. I think you got the idea of how this works, this template will work. So, on the assessment section, if we wanted to, we could add an assessment. So I'm going to use dictation to insert a smart text item. Insert URI diagnosis. Just like that, I inserted my smart text item by dictating. I wanted to insert my URI diagnosis. And I'm going to get a plan. And if I want to, I can use this to also navigate through these sections. I can go forward, not backwards using this. So I'm going to use this icon, this button to go to the next section. And we're in plan. Get extra rest and plenty of fluids and avoid smoke, dust, and fumes if applicable. Period. Supportive care and symptomatic treatment for fever. Period. We're going to go to medications. We're going to insert a medication. Insert URI meds. I've actually created a pick list for this. So I had SOAPware by dictation insert my pick list for my URI meds. Now I can click on this pick list and select the medication I want. And define the different sections on that medication that I would like to have. Take 1 tablet twice daily. Okay, now we're going to go on the follow-up. Force fluids and get extra rest. In a few days if no improvement is seen, then call for follow-up. Period. Period. Okay, now I'm going to use SOAPware to sign this document off. Sign. And we're done with this SOAP note. Yeah, I just did do a really good demo of how to use SOAPware with the basic SOAPware package, plug and play with your Dragon Medical, with just a couple of custom commands for my smart text items in my template. Now we're going to do a demo showing how to use SOAPware using the large library we've created in SOAPware for our Dragon commands. This is the demo for showing you how to use SOAPware using the custom Dragon commands we've made to go with SOAPware. Just to give you an idea of how many items there are, I'm going to open up Dragon's command browser. And this is the library you see here of the Dragon commands we've created for SOAPware. This helps with navigation as well as actions inside SOAPware to make your everyday use of SOAPware and Dragon together more fluid and easier and quicker to do. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and close this chart. And here we go. Open chart rack. We're going to look up the patient by typing the patient name and double clicking. Okay, now we're going to make a new encounter by dictation and insert another template. New encounter. Add. We're going to empty our SOAP field so we have a blank SOAP note. Open vitals. And that takes me to the Vitals section of SOAPware by just saying Open Vitals. It opened the Vitals section. So we're going to add a new encounter date for Vitals. We're going to do that with the keyboard. Okay, we've got all of our vitals entered in here. We're going to transfer them by dictating to transfer them. Okay. Transfer vitals. And as you see, it transferred the vitals for us. We would have originally clicked this button to transfer the vitals. Otherwise, all we have to say is transfer vitals in the dictation and it'll transfer it for us. Open SOAP. My cursor's already over there. Insert diabetic template. And we're going to say append to append it so our vitals stay there. Append. And it inserts my template for me. Empty subjective. By dictating empty subjective, it empties subjective for us. Patient coming in today complaining of numbness in feet, period. She's had these problems for the past 3 days, period, also showing increased fatigue and complaints of not being able to sleep for very long, and often up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, period. Okay. New paragraph. Patient complains that this is the first time she's had numbness in her feet for a total of 3 days, period. Enter objective. And I can dictate to have SOAPware automatically go to this objective for me, bring it up to the screen. Our vital signs is up top. And now I can use this pick list that's pre-filled out for me for a template for diabetes, and I can make changes with my cursor, or I can use the ball on my handheld device. Depending on how comfortable you are with this, it might be easier to use this ball on your handheld device or your mouse. Okay, we'll just make a couple of changes with our clicks, mainly when we get to the dictation part. So that we've changed what we needed to in our pick list, we're going to go to the assessment section. And we can do that by saying enter assessment, or you could have clicked there. And again, I could have used this button here to go to the assessment section with my handheld device. We're going to click on Diabetes Type 2 Assessment for our pick list. Instead of dictating our assessment, we could have a pre-made pick list for assessment item. If you don't want to use this pick list, there is a third way you could insert your diagnosis item. It's a second way of doing it via dictation. So we're going to do that now. Diabetes. Search that. This allows us to search the online libraries for smart text with dictation. This is the same as hitting your F11 key. So we're going to dictate to get to the medication section. Enter medications. Now, the medication section is just the same as it was for the assessment section. We could search for the medication by dictating it, or we could use a pick list. So we'll do both of those. First we'll do the pick list. And then I'll do a actual dictation. Aspirin. Search that. Then we can go through with your cursor or with this to insert the data for this medication. We're going to just empty it and put a bit of text in there I don't like the text that's in there. I want to do something completely different. Empty follow-up. Follow up within 2 weeks. Period. Sign. Refile chart. Yes. So by dictating, I can refile my chart, and I can sign my documents off. From here we have tasks, and we can create a task by dictating it. There are a lot of other things you can do SOAPware by dictating it. You can navigate workspaces like your scheduler, and then back to your charts section, and then to sharing charts, and so on like that. Your task will bring up your next patient, and you can go click on to your next patient so you have to work on. That is it for this demo. If you've got any questions, you can reach us at cloudpointtech.com. The address is on your screen right now. You can also reach us by phone by calling 304-586-0690, fax 304-586-0694, or call us toll-free 1-877-586-0690. Thank you, and this was Cindy, and you have a great day.